What up, YouTube? It's your boy Darius. I want to thank you guys for watching. You guys could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and I really appreciate that. If you guys have any recommendation, let me know. Leave it in the comment section. I'll get to it as soon as possible. But we're about to do about react to a huge new update on EDP445 from bad to worse. This one is gonna be more of a serious video. You know what I'm saying? I actually watched a little bit of it. You know, like what I wasn't even gonna do this, But I see that other YouTubers have react to it. I know my boy Flight have react to it. You know what I'm saying? So I figure, like, why not you react to the full video? This is 13-minute long. So I don't want to blah, blah, blah. But EDP, damn, man. He really fall into grace, man. And I would try to keep up to the update. Update what's going on. But I didn't want to hear anything else, until I know one or two things happened. That, he finally got arrested. You know what I'm saying? Or is he completely off of YouTube? I know other YouTuber they keep making video of him like that dude. My opinion, I have no beef with my opinion. Like he's actually pretty cool. I think it's cool, but it's like but I don't want to be that person who constantly just makes video of EDP. Does that make sense? I didn't want I didn't want to I didn't want to just continue on to do my thing. I didn't want to hear unless that he finally was arrested, then that's that. But what we're gonna do about to react to this video? Let's get to it. Damn it.
EDP445 has been fired from 3 different jobs over the last couple of weeks as a result of people exposing his employment to TikTok.
Damn!
He's completely out of money, and as a result has been evicted from a few different properties, and is now living out of a suitcase in a couple of unconventional, crappy locations. However,
that is true though. Like what I heard from EDP is that he was staying in a hotel, but I guess that kicked him out. Now he out of money. If I was him, man, I would move back home with the folks, with my folks. I know, it's inconvenient to move back home with your folks, but at this point, why not, man? I think that's the safest place for you, man, to move back home with your dad. That's just me.
The craziest update in the EDP445 tragedy is that only 3 weeks ago, according to one of his former YouTube buddies by the name of Felipe, the big man himself has actually been put behind bars.
Well, I mean, that's good, if that's true.
Nevada Detention Center, inmate Brian Morland would like to receive the call, and I said yes.
Things have gotten so bad for EDP that right now as we speak, he's applying to have his name legally changed. However, in a world of...
I don't think that's going to work out, my dude. I really don't, because first of all, everyone knows your name already. Even if you do change your name, you know what I'm saying, everyone knows what you what you look like. You know what I'm saying? You're the big black bald fat dude. And trust me, you're not that distinctive where you can blend in with the ordinary folks. You're not right now. You're like internet famous, so no matter what you do, you're just but. People are gonna recognize who you are. Unfortunately,
it's hard to say that this punishment is undeserving, and in this
video, it's not undeserved. He deserves everything he got it.
As opposed to
I hate to say that,
but should a person's life be ruined for the mistakes made in their own past? At what point, if ever, should EDP445 be forgiven for his own foolish decisions? Does EDP445's work completed prior to his cancellation hold any residual value, or was it rendered completely and utterly useless from the second he showed up to that cursed Bakersfield motel? We asked this.
That's a good question. I think most things are forgivable. You know what I'm saying? You get busted for drugs, it's forgivable. You get busted for you get busted with a prostitute, that's forgivable. I think most acts are forgivable. I don't think I think there's one offense that's not forgivable by anyone. You get caught trying to hook up with a child of any means. It's not unless you can sing like R. Kelly. Yeah, they're not forgivable because R. Kelly, he definitely have been messing with children, and and folk are still playing his music to this day. Now I don't want to judge people who still play music to this day. That's good, but what I'm saying. But I don't think you have any redeemable quality that people can look that can forgive you for EDP. And I hate to say that, man, but
last question, because prior to the
There you
18th of April 2021, things were actually going reasonably well for EDP.
It was!
If you look at his Social Blade graph, you'll see that he
Wow.
gained 520,000 subscribers over the course of 2 months in April
Wow.
and May of 2020. People loved him because he was one of the last few YouTubers who had absolutely no filter. He was unconcerned about ad revenue. And
Yeah, that's true. Like, I think a lot of YouTubers nowadays, especially at the do have filter. You know what I'm saying? That few other, that figure teacher, I don't like her, she really don't have filter. She does, but she is a one person who should be bad, but...
Tackling some of the most
but yeah, some of these was nasty, like I flooded the toilet on Chick-fil-A.
Always spoken honestly, so he stood out as unique. It's not surprising either. In a world where everyone else online is always walking on eggshells, trying not to offend anyone, EDP445's brash attitude and unapologetic approach to life was...
I heard he was a Trump supporter too. If that's so, man...
However, of course, such an approach wasn't without controversy. In 2017, as a result of his unconventional content, he'd be banned from YouTube for a period of 2 weeks, while Twitter was a little harsher, placing a ban on his main EDP445 account permanently. Additionally,
damn!
1 million subscribers
I
in 2020.
I think Twitter is too strict at times. You know what I'm saying? My good friend Sam, he definitely got banned from Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And he won a liberals one too. He won not liberal, but he won a leftist, but
refused to send EDP a gold play button, stating that the channel didn't match their eligibility criteria.
Because according to them, my channel doesn't match the criteria. And I'm like, my channel has 0 community guideline strikes. It has 0 copyright strikes.
EDP would gain support from other large YouTubers such as Some Ordinary Gamers, who stated that the refusal was stupid.
YouTube, can you just give this dude his play button? If he doesn't get his play button, I'm gonna buy him a play button.
Well, EDP was also made a custom YouTube play button by a fan of the channel, displaying the love and support he had from the community at the time.
You know, that's cool.
Perhaps YouTube and Twitter were able to see something objectively that those who loved and supported him could not.
That's why he did it.
Man with such an unfiltered mind may have also been hiding some dirty skeletons in the closet, and correct is what they would eventually be. On the 18th of April 2021, EDP445 was caught in 4K on his way to pick up a
caught in 4K
by almost everyone in the commentary community.
I'm sure many of you have at least heard of the EDP445 situation.
Creators who supported him in the past, such as Some Ordinary Gamers, would upload a video titled EDP445 needs to be arrested immediately.
He does! He still does it.
Because EDP is an individual that actually got Chris Hansen.
And
he did!
Revealed that a similar situation had occurred as many as 8 times prior. Many considered EDP unforgivable, and his life would subsequently descend into a state of chaos. What you might call the beginning of the end.
Which it did, unfortunately.
In the 7 days following the expose, EDP445 would lose 200,000 subscribers, almost 10% of his entire count. However, how many followers he lost initially didn't actually matter, because 7 days later, his remaining 2 million subscribers would disappear entirely after YouTube decided.
See, that's the crazy thing. He had 2 million subscribers, and he blew it all away, man. 2 million! 2 million subscribers! How the fuck do you blew a 2 million? Damn, EDP! You did it to yourself, man. Like Radiohead said, you do it to yourself, just you, and that's why it really hurts.
To ban his account altogether. At the time of his banning, EDP was exactly 30 years old, and had been creating content since 2010 when he was 19 years old. So the 179 million views deleted in the process meant that his entire portfolio of work completed in his 20s, 10 plus years worth of labor, was wiped out quite literally overnight. One mistake was all it took for you.
One big major mistake was trying to hook up with a young child. Dude, dude, I know you weren't the richest guy in the world, but you had money. You could have what you could have done is disclaimer, for those who are watching, you could buy yourself a prostitute or an escort. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with escorts at all. There's nothing wrong with sex workers and everything. But EDP had money to get himself one of escorts. And here's the great thing about it: escorts will not judge you. They won't believe me. They will not judge you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're a big fat black dumb dude. They won't judge you. Only they ask you what to come in clean. And, watch yourself. Watch it. Don't do any disgusting shit. And present yourself, man. That's all they ask you for you to do. Because think of it as going out on a date. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to come in all musty, you know, like and all that kind of stuff. You don't want it all smelly, you know, and look all raggedy. You want to come in and clean that proper. Because guess what? Even big dudes get love too. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of women who do love big girls. They really do. Not girls, they're big guys. They do. Big guys need love too.
To decide that EDP445 no longer deserved either his celebrity status or any kind of record relating to any of his work completed in the past. Another
what a damn shame, man.
An online income was Cameo. You could order a personalized video and get EDP to say anything you instructed him to for the low price of $44. However, following the infamous cupcake event, Cameo would be contacted by numerous individuals who would receive responses along the lines of, "Hey there, thank you for reaching out. Our team is aware of the allegations and are actively investigating this. Thank you for bringing it to our attention. Kindly less than."
See, on April, I wasn't doing YouTube at the time. I thought you were doing YouTube again on May. So
EDP445 then attempted to switch to Facebook. However, after gaining 6,000 followers, he'd be banned from the platform.
Damn.
Same story over on Instagram. His main account was terminated, at which point EDP was likely coming to terms with the harsh reality of his cancellation. However, just before his Facebook was deleted, he'd make one final interesting announcement. He planned on making his own website to which he would continue posting videos.
EDP445 announced over on Facebook that he will be making his grand
that website never came through though.
Website to return to his old video type, I guess.
Just want to let you guys know, man, EDP445.com is coming soon. Been about like a week.
See what EDP should have done. What he should have done was just lay low. Move back home with your folks and just lay low. You know, after this allegation, just lay low for a while. Come back in a year or so later. That like I said, I don't know if this is one of those acts that is forgivable, but either way, just lay low. You should stay low. You should not try to come back at all because this was not a good look at all, man. You tying me up with a 14-year-old girl for a cupcake.
2 weeks from now.
EDP445 seemingly got to the point of fully building the website, as discussed by Tipster here on YouTube.
It still says coming soon, still says today's date. It does look like EDP is actually serious about this whole launching a website thing.
However, after an apparent fall
damn.
in a Reddit comment, the launch seemed to fail.
Update, the website is now returning an error 500. So it looks like he's been having a little bit of trouble launching the site.
Damn, man.
Working so well for him.
And to this day, the page remains as a launched inactive website.
I thought 2021 was a bad year for me. 2021 was a horrible year for EDP. And the sad thing is, he did it to himself like Radiohead. You do it to yourself. Did you?
In spite of how much of a scumbag EDP445 truly was, you have to give him credit for sheer determination, because he then began to upload videos on another third-party website called 3Speak TV, where his
no one knew what it was.
It was banned.
He wrote, "For some reason my channel was deleted. I don't have a clue what's going on."
For some reason, you got caught with a 14-year-old, man. Well, not caught with a 14-year-old. You were caught trying to be a 14-year-old. Dude. Nobody gonna tolerate that. You try to build with a 14-year-old. Damn. I'm surprised you're not in prison yet.
Guideline, can you please tell me what's going on? EDP.
After this ban, it seemed as though EDP445 was slowly getting the message from each and every website. His career on the internet.
But no one knew what 3Speak was. You know what the good thing about that is? At least 3Speak now got some clout.
Be able to get a job working somewhere like Starbucks. However, it was only going to be so long before the trolls would come and inform them of his past.
I don't even know if you could get a damn job at Starbucks and keep it, because you know the trolls are going to come after you and say, "Oh yeah, that guy you just hired, I wouldn't keep him employed." You'd probably lose a job at that coffee shop too real quick.
Rich would be.
You know what? That's sad too. That is sad. He can't get a job now because you do have all these trolls. Who'll come in and and purposely fuck him up and everything. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that happened, but but this is EDP, so yeah, when you try to catch caught with a 14-year-old, there's a consequences. There's a consequences that happen when you try to meet with a 14-year-old. So
correct in this statement.
It's unfortunate, but you did it to yourself.
California to Henderson, Nevada, following the expose, where it seemed as though he
I love
managed
Vegas,
to land a
by the
job
way.
as a Lyft driver in October 2021.
I heard about that too.
This job would be fairly short-lived, as a video posted to TikTok by a user called Lennon Jimenez would expose EDP445's Lyft profile.
Bro went from wanting cupcakes to driving for Lyft.
And his position as a driver would subsequently be removed by the company.
Damn! Now he can't even drive Lyft now. Shit!
Driver, how the mighty have fallen, which received comments.
Actually, nothing wrong. Actually, nothing wrong with driving Lyft for Uber because like you make money on the side. I think that was the point of Uber. But now Uber is so corporate now. It's just unfortunate.
I'm buy some cupcakes, and I hope he doesn't get on any food delivery apps. MF would eat my fries and I'd have missing slices of pizza. However,
that's funny.
It was revealed shortly thereafter that EDP had in fact been driving for both Uber Eats and Grubhub, which would also both fire him after finding out about the drama.
He was driving Lyft. He was driving for Grubhub, and
why you got a tattoo on your face, man? You know, just take that shit off your face, man. You got a tattoo. All scribble, all that.
Breeds. And all three of those companies.
But you know what? I would have a tattoo on my face to be a predator.
Source, EDP also apparently applied at Chuck E. Cheese, but for obvious reasons, didn't seem to.
Dude, why would you try to? Why would you want to work for a place made for children? You know, Chuck E. Cheese are for children. Why would you want to work there? That's
the position. EDP445 no longer had the ability to make money online or in real life, as this revealed.
All because you tried to meet with a 14-year-old for some cupcake. You did it to yourself, EDP.
Who might expose him to whichever company he might be working for. With so many obstacles in the way of finding even the most basic of jobs, it's hardly surprising to find out that EDP has been attempting to change his name legally. The application shown on
that's not going to work.
Morland applied for a name change with the Nevada County Court on the 21st
yeah, $270.
2021. The strange part about this is that when you try and search the court register from the Reddit post by typing in his name, Bryant Morland, it now states that there are no results found, possibly indicating that EDP445's name change has been successful and he's no longer known as Bryant Morland.
Wow. I wonder what his name is now.
Morland Bryant, submit. No results found.
However, the problem with this, as outlined by the EDP445 subreddit, is that he's not exactly hard to spot.
Exactly, that's the issue.
He will be spotted everywhere, no matter his name.
Exactly, like I said, he's a very distinctive person. He cannot he cannot blend in with the rest because people will know what he looks like. He's a big, fat, bald, black dude. He walks funny and everything. He's not a very discreet person. His description is very distinctive. So this is not gonna work unless he go do a liposuction where he suck up all the fat out of his body.
Isn't a good idea since it's going to get leaked anyways. What good does changing your name do when you're as easily recognizable as him, lol? He needs to lose hundreds of pounds and get a hair transplant.
Exactly.
To have his name hidden for long enough.
Get a Jericho.
As other sources state that he's been unsurprisingly struggling with money.
He's broke. YouTube made him money, but after having that, he got.
That's why he always had a side hustle.
A user by the name
don't.
Who was one of the people.
I like YouTube. I like doing YouTube, but I don't want to only rely on YouTube. I want to do a side. I want to do that's why I also want to do screenwriting and things like that because I want to make a substantial outcome. I know there are seven other I know people who has 7 income too. So I want to get on board on that.
To expose EDP all the way back in 2020, stated in October that EDP had less than $3,300 cash left in his account.
Surprisingly, that's still more money that I have on my account, to tell you the truth. Hey, sell one of those cars. You can sell one of those cars. And I heard that he had guns. Sell the guns. Sell one of the cars and sell the guns. You know what I'm saying? You can actually get some good money off of that.
2 cars, and a couple of other things that he might be able to sell.
The only income that he has, other than the $3,300 that he has left in his bank account, is maybe the 40 grand in weapons and the 2 cars that he owns.
However, in the 2 months since October, users on Reddit used his car's license plate to confirm that EDP445 has sold one of his cars, possibly indicating that his cash stack has dwindled even further.
Okay,
live stream during which Master at Work would discuss EDP's financial situation, it also mentioned that EDP had been evicted from his apartment complex.
I've heard that too.
The owner received numerous complaints about having him as a tenant.
Call up Spur Apartments and verify it for yourself. EDP will no longer be living at Spur Apartments. The reason why he got evicted is because of constant harassment the property owner has been getting.
Since EDP has been living out of a suitcase.
Yeah, I've heard about that too.
However, even then, his detractors have been going around trying to get him kicked out of wherever he happens to be staying.
He's a danger to everyone in here. Okay, so
dude, like this dude Matt, you know, like, you know, he really been stalking, like EDP, like wherever he go. It's like EDP could be like on North Pole or something, and Matt would somehow be right there, like telling the polar bears what they be doing. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at my own joke.
Be more than happy to let them know. Thank you very much.
EDP's detractors have made his life such a living hell that if anything, an arrest or a short stint in prison would almost make his circumstances more comfortable. We'll preface this
at this point, yeah, why not, man? At this point, I'm sorry. At this point, I think jail, you know, will be a best fit for you right as of right now. Jail will be a best fit for you, like. You know what I'm saying? You might as well, like, you know, try to get caught with, like, with a 14-year-old again. You know, at this time you get arrested. You know, like, arrested. You know, that'd be a best case scenario for you, EDP, because because if you go to prison, you know, like, you don't have to worry about bills or nothing like that. You get, like, three meals, 3 warm meals, and, you know, you get shower and everything. You might have to work. Yeah, you might have to watch out for your butt or anything, but. Other than that, I think that would be a best case scenario for you, EDP. Because
however, they never
I don't think you're going to survive out here for long, man.
With it, so take everything said in the next section with a grain of salt. In late October, a YouTuber by the name of Matt Simon seemed confident that EDP had been arrested, yet provided no evidence or reason for the arrest.
You got to provide evidence, Matt. You got to provide evidence, Matt. You got to provide evidence. Like, you can't just come out and say, I got arrested. He got arrested. See, you know, at my job, you know, like when one of our clients got arrested, we have to look at, you know, like the LAPD or LA Sheriff Department, and they have records. They have lists of records that show that the person had been arrested, and that also shows that he had been released. So if you say things like, you know, that person had been arrested, you have to provide evidence. You know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Has been arrested. Today is October 25th. It is 11:30 at night, and EDP has been arrested.
Oh boy, my buddy David has just.
Today. But I don't know what he was arrested for.
This claim clearly lacks credibility.
It does.
Evidence to which there seems to be none. However, a former friend of EDP445 by the name of Felipe claims to have some stronger evidence pertaining to the potential arrest of EDP445. Less than a month ago, on the 3rd of December 2021, he'd uploaded a video titled "Is EDP445 in Jail?" In this video, Felipe explained that while out having dinner, he'd get a call from a private number stating that it was EDP445 who was being held at the Henderson, Nevada detention center.
So the third time I picked up, I was like, you know, hello, and it said, this is the Henderson, Nevada detention center, inmate for Brian Morland. Would you like to receive the call? And
I wouldn't accept it yet.
You know, and then called again, and the same thing happened. You know,
I would accept it.
So I said yes because I was like,
I want to verify. As a matter of fact, if a favorite YouTuber happened to call my phone, I want, like, if I'm out on dinner, I want that other person to film it, and just so we can show evidence, we can show proof that he actually is in prison. Does that make sense?
See, like, holy like he got arrested, like, wow, you know?
The issue is the only evidence that he's able to provide is 4 no-caller ID calls on his iPhone, which isn't exactly rock-solid evidence to say.
It's not, but if you do call for prison, you do get the non-caller ID. A lot of times, or we get private calls.
Anyone can say anything. Additionally, if EDP did successfully change his name in October or November as mentioned previously, this would prove the story to be fake, as the guy states that it was Bryant Morland on the other end of the phone. One comment stated, looked up every inmate record in Clark County, which is where Henderson is, Kern County, which is where Bakersfield is, and Manatee County, which is where Bradenton, Florida is, which said that he was connected to online. No Bryant Morland is in any of those prisons. In the end, it doesn't really matter whether or not he's in actual prison.
Yeah, he like is basically in prison. Yeah, he really is. So no matter what, no matter what he does now, it's
but
16
even
minutes
outside
left.
of concrete prison walls, he barely has a drop of freedom.
Yeah, no matter what now, you know, like he does, like, you know, like he can't do anything because he got caught with a 14-year-old, and like I said, he did it to himself. And it's a shame. It's a damn shame, EDP. But like I said, you did it to yourself, man. Only thing you had to do was not meet up with a. First of all, only you had to do was not talk to a 14-year-old, and second of all, not to meet up with them. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. You know, like, what do you guys think of this whole situation? This this whole situation. Let me know. Comment down below. Leave a like, subscribe to your boy. Go check out my previous EDP videos down here. Peace, love, and rock and roll.